Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna be discussing the good, the bad, the hot, the not from Makeup Revolution. You may have seen in my PR unboxing that I received a box filled with new Makeup Revolution products. Wait, what? Makeup Revolution? Are you kidding me? I love reviewing their stuff because it's good some of the time. And I was really excited to test them out, and I have been putting them through the ringer, testing them out very quietly for a while now, and it was time to sit down and give you all of my thoughts. I will warn you, there is more not so great than great, but there are items here that really perform well. So it's a mix. So their individual products sometimes work out really, really well, but what I wanna say and what I wanna stress is that this is very much a line that I don't wanna just like say they're a knockoff line or they're a dupe line, but they kind of are. I had a few items sent to me that I was like, whoa, this is too much of a copycat item. I don't want to put it on my channel. So if you see that I'm holding up products that look exactly like other products, I mean, shoot, this one kind of does, right? We all know what this looks like. I feel a little bit like I am betraying SophX. We're going to talk about it. Let's just dive right in with what is on my eyes today. I've reached for it enough that I've screwed the palette up. So I've definitely played around with a bunch of colors in this HD Pro Amplified 35 palette. This is $20. My thing that I have a hard time getting behind this 35 palette is, drumroll please, Morphe eyeshadows tend to blend better. The metallics tend to be creamier. And if I had to choose between this and a Morphe palette, I would choose a Morphe palette. And I have no code, no benefit, there's none of that. I'm just like telling you guys my straight feelings. I mean, come on. I have reached for this so many times. It's filthy. But I really love this palette. It's $39, so it's twice the price of this guy right here. But I guess my point is these blend so much better that if you are someone that is buying one big palette like this and you want to spend your money wisely, I would go with something that has a little more variety like the Jaclyn Hill palette. Now that being said, you can blend these colors out and you can create a good look, but I am not loving this so much that I'm gonna like keep reaching for it over and over again. But let me guide you through what is on my eyes today. I do really like the look that I created today. I spent way too much time doing it. Let's go through the process together. I started out on the second row, third up, with this kind of pinky matte shade, just dusted it all over the lid. I didn't pack it on in any one particular area. I just wanted to allow my crease to blend a little bit better. Then I went one below that color into this kind of, it almost looks like a mauvey pink when you just swatch it, but when you start blending it out, it looks more red. That was my issue. I kind of wanted like a pink, kind of neutral mauvey pink type of a vibe, and I ended up more with like red bronze. It looks good, I like it, but it wasn't what I had intended. So I blended that through, and then I went over to the bottom row, second into that more rusty color, and kind of just embraced that it was looking more red than mauve or mauve. Everybody corrects me when I say that. So I blended the darker color a little more on the outer edge of the crease, just deepening things up. From there, I went one over and I took a darker brown just to really, really add drama or emphasis, whatever you want to call it, to the outer edge right in here, because I knew I was going to be putting a lot of metallic all over the lid. So when it came time to putting that metallic all over the lid, I went back up to the second row next to the dusty color and dusty mauve color, and I took this bronze shade right here. This shade is all right, but can you see, like, that's one swatch of it. It's just like, I packed that shade all over the lid, and then I did take a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I said, forget this palette altogether. I want something a little more high shine, and I went into the SophX palette right here. This is a YouTuber that has a channel. I will link her below, and this palette is great. I am wearing this as my highlight. It does look very inspired by the Sleek palette that I've talked about on my channel before. The nice thing with this is that you get 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and it's a pretty large palette, so you get a generous amount of product. You have 8 shades in here, 5 are baked, 3 are pressed. This is a $12 palette, so the price of it is fantastic. You get a lot of product, and I love these colors in here. I really, really do. You guys get what I'm saying? Look how pretty that is though. I'm gonna put on a little more highlight just to show you. I just love highlight. I don't know, it's just like the icing on the cake. It just makes me feel good. I just feel like, yes. So you can see, this is stunning. It is really, really gorgeous. Let's just kind of do a little of this. All right, so I took this guy right here because I thought it would be better. See how much better? I wanted a little more oomph on the inner corner right in here. So I did a little magic trick with my MAC Fix Plus and then packed that on. And I felt pretty good about my whole look on the upper lid, all of this. But then we needed to smoke out the lower lash line. So I went back to this guy right here. And we went back to this friend right here. I smoked it out pretty intensely and I knocked off the excess off of my pencil brush every single time, but there was a boatload of just product fluffing everywhere. So a lot of fallout. Be warned, you have been warned, lots of fallout. Then I went right here and kind of focused more on the center. That tends to make your eye look a little more round. So when I'm smoking out the lower lash line, I do like to do a little heavier, darker of a color right in the center. So I just spent a long time blending that, and then we kind of called it a day with this palette. I threw in a chocolate brown rich espresso shade in my waterline. I used the new one from Stila. That one does not budge. Love it. Some mascara, some lashes, and I am good. So that is the situation with this guy right here, this guy right here, like this. Not really a fan. I just got this in PR yesterday, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyway, just because I think this is really, really good. And I will use it a little bit more and then give you an update on it. This is from Iconic London, not Makeup Revolution, I know. But I wanted to show, yes, this is so good. This is the coolest setting spray, you guys. It has like a sheen in here, and they have a darker one too. Look at this. Are you kidding me? It's so neat. I love this. This is like a new thing that companies are doing. They're putting out setting sprays that have like this glow element that's not just like a glow from an oil. It's like full on glow from like a little bit of mica or pressed pearl pigments in the actual setting spray. We are getting into highlighters. So let's chat about these right here. These look like the custom cover drops from SophX. This is called the Makeup Revolution Liquid Highlighter. I have the shade Luna, Gold, Dragon's Blood, and Mermaid Scales. These are $9, obviously not as expensive as SophX, but they are really oily. That's the thing that I don't like about this. They come out and they are just like an oil. So I would say if you're looking for something like this to mix into a body lotion and you want to use it specifically on the body, go for it. On the face, it totally will remove your foundation. So I'm not going to put it on my face right now. It's one of those that the second you start pressing it in, it has such an oily, thick kind of gel oily base that it really pulls everything off. I don't like that. They do say that you can mix this into your foundation. They say that you can use it on bare skin. I think that's cool. Do both of those. With exception of, I don't know that I would mix Mermaid Scales into my foundation. So watch the color that you're getting, because some of these actually come off like as an actual color. You see how that's like green? Yeah, I don't know that you want to mix that in your foundation. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 in front of me that I just shared with you, but it does come in 7 shades. So this is one of those that I don't hate it. I don't love it. I wouldn't recommend it for the face, and I won't personally be using it for the face because it's too gloppy, but I could see myself reaching for this to put on the body because they are really pretty. The Pearl Lights Loose Highlighters, I actually really like this. This looks very similar to the Ben Nye powders, like it has the same type of a package. This looks so satisfying. Like seeing the loose powder in this kind of a jar just really catches my eye. I do like that. So they have 5 shades. I like the shade range. I think it's really cool. You get a ton of product. I don't know how you would go through this in your lifetime if you were just highlighting with it. These are priced at $9, and I want to go through the shades with you. So this one right here is the Pearl Lights Loose Highlighter in Candy Glow. We have Sunset Gold, Savannah Nights, Peach Champagne. This is the one obviously that I love the most, and True Gold. I don't like this one. It translates kind of icy and green on me. It's just weird. Oh, and you also, tip for you guys, I just like barely tapped the jar and look at how much came out. So be careful when you tap the jar. You don't need much. I don't know why I'm putting more highlighter on. Oh my God. So these are $9. They're obviously priced very fairly. I actually like them better than the loose ones from L'Oreal. So if you are needing something loose like this from the drugstore, this is an excellent option. So this is one of the darker shades. It looks more intimidating in the jar itself. I think obviously I love that they have deeper shades so that we are serving a variety of skin tones, because we are all, as humans, different, and we all have different skin tones. So I think it's great that they have 5 shades, and some of them are these more bronzy shades that someone with a deeper skin tone could use on the face to highlight. I'm just gonna be here playing with the highlighters. Okay, this is just, oh, why did I even do that? All right, I need to shut this video down. So obviously I love these loose highlighters. The liquid ones, I think the texture is weird for the face. The palettes are hit or miss. The highlight from SophX, great job, thumbs up. Love how giant it is, and for 12 bucks, who can complain about that? So yeah, we're landing right there. I know this is a brand that always has a lot of curiosity surrounding it. So in the future, if you want me to try more, let me know, I will do that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, thumbs this up. That always helps me out and I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having a good one. I will see you in my next video. Mwah.